Facebook.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
You ready?
12-minute segments?
Huh? Yeah.
12-minute segments?
We'll see. We might do 4, maybe we'll do 2. It doesn't matter today.
Yeah, it doesn't. I got you.
Who sells the commercials on the show?
On this show?
Yeah.
We haven't, so we don't.
Okay. So,
But we should someday.
so there wouldn't be any breaks. Would it be all the way through if there's no commercials?
Oh, I think we still break, and I think
Do they do theirs?
JVC owns it, owns the break. I haven't had that fight with them or talked with them at all.
Okay.
I've never really cared too much. All right, so this is so strange.
Where do we look?
I need to probably get some speakers in here so we can hear the intro and things.
Yeah.
So we know when to break.
Yeah.
It's the same music as we use.
Yeah.
It's
I
kind
guess
of
I need
a
to-
different feel not having.
I need to figure out how to do Audacity and that sort of thing too. I don't know anything. Welcome to the program. My name is Justin Clark, here for another edition of Behind the Law. 321-282-1055, here to answer any legal question you may have, anything from accident to zoning. Dial up the phones. Plenty of information on the website as well, www.youhavepower.com. During the week, we focus mainly on bankruptcy, IRS problems, real estate, personal injury, and even your student loan problems. But for the purposes of today, call me for anything. 321-282-1055. Plenty of ways to interact with the program. You can watch the show live on Facebook or Instagram at ATTY Justin Clark. Watch the TV show Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Florida's 27 WRDQ. Ask us anything there on social media. We will absolutely get back to you. If it looks a little funny if you're watching the program on social media,
It's
it's
totally
because
different, actually.
so now we are doing this show daily, every single day. We're going to join you on Bud 94.1 and on social media from about 4 o'clock till 5 o'clock. We're going to have plenty of guests on. So, Mick, Orlando radio legend Mick Dolan joins me as always. Hi, Mick. How are you?
I'm great, man.
What have I done? What have I created here?
This looks
I mean,
big time here.
every day. Are we ready for this?
We graduated to the big time.
I mean, and I dressed up for you guys today as well, as you can tell.
As I did too.
You see my gym
nicely
shorts.
attired. Yes.
I'm still wearing basketball. Look, I've been a member at the RDV for like 4.5 years, and I've literally never gone. Not one time.
Was this your first time?
First time.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
first time today. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just give it a shot. So I went and played basketball during lunch today. It was pretty good. But then you have to decide you're going to take a shower. I don't know. It just...
And
I did.
Decisions.
and let's see, did you?
I did. No, sir. Absolutely not. That's why I'm still dressed like this, wearing a hat and things.
Okay, great.
Dressed for the occasion.
Yes.
Joining me, the new co-host as well for the program is AlliMac. Carol, how are you?
I'm doing great.
So are you ready for this? This is an everyday commitment. I mean, I don't know.
I am ready. Ready or not.
It just stresses me out just thinking about it every single day.
A
Well,
little
it
bit.
shouldn't, because you know your stuff.
I mean,
You're going to be giving us new information every day.
the only way I agreed to do it is we could do it right here in my office. If you're watching on social media, we're actually in my office. We've developed a radio studio here right in the office, which I'm like a producer of a radio show now. I have to literally, I don't know if you can see these buttons, but I have to hit the buttons myself. I don't know what I'm doing.
He's his own engineer.
I mean, I don't know how to do it. I got to keep the timer myself. I have no earthly idea what's going on
But
here.
you know the flow just continues.
So we're going to have a lot of guests on the show today. It's just us. I figured we should all get to know each other a little bit better. AlliMac, first of all. I know we were giving something away today. I saw all these posts. What is this all about? What is this giveaway for our first show?
We are giving 4 Monster Jam tickets for, I believe it's this weekend, August 18th. And we were doing a promo starting this weekend. You needed to post, you needed to tag. So hopefully, well, we already have the winner. And we're going to be doing a lot more promos like this giveaway. So I hope everybody stays tuned.
Monster Jam tickets can't beat
Have
it.
you ever been to that? I've never
Yes.
been to Monster Jam.
Well, there's a bunch of different kinds.
Oh, yeah?
But, it's fast trucks. It's big trucks.
Is that the one where they run over cars?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Is that Bigfoot? Was it Bigfoot
Maybe
one of them?
Bigfoot will be there. I don't know.
And joining us as well, Brianna, the beautiful Brianna. How are you?
It's Brianna.
Dang it!
I know.
let's get this straight right now. We're going to be doing the show every day together. How do I properly pronounce your name?
Brianna.
Oh, damn. I've been doing that.
And how long have you known her?
It's been a while, Mick.
Mad long.
It's been a while for sure. She's joining us, so she'll be answering your questions too. If you want to ask us any sort of questions live on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, feel free. She'll write it down, and we will answer them right here on the show. So listen, every single day, listen to the program Bud 94.1. Watch the show Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Florida's 27. We're here to answer any legal question. 321-282-1055. The website, www.youhavepower.com. AlliMac, so what kind of guests do we have coming up?
I believe that tomorrow we have a person that does social media SEO work. I know we have a couple restaurants coming. We have a person that sells men's suits, attorneys. We have doctors. We're going to have a compilation of different kinds of guests.
So let's say that someone is listening now and they want to be a part of this program, want to be a guest on Behind the Law with Justin Clark and AlliMac. How do they reach out to you?
I think they can reach out to any one of us, whether it's
Not me.
No, not Justin. Brianna.
Trust
They
me.
can reach out to me, and then we'll make that happen. So they can be on our calendar. We're actually already booked for this month, which is incredible.
Wow.
So we'll send them some information, and then they can pick their date. And we only tape from 4 to 5, so we look forward to it. And we're looking for restaurants. We're looking for restaurants to come in as some guests, and
Bring food.
you can
Food.
you can find us. You can find Brianna at radio@gmail.
Behind the Law Radio at
gmail.com,
Easy
and
enough
you
for
can
us.
send your questions or your requests there if you would like to be on the show.
Who is AlliMac? So tell us a little bit about you. I mean, we've done a couple of shows now together. Now we're doing a radio show together. Who's AlliMac?
AlliMac is a company that I created about a year and a half ago. I'm originally a paralegal, and I started a marketing company about 18 months ago. And I am tailoring everything, my business to personal injury offices, and I'm branching out right now to other industries for social media management.
A paralegal. You know what that means, right? You have to work.
Sort of legal.
You have to work for attorneys. I mean, I can't think of anything worse in
Now,
life.
would that be do all the work for the attorney?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Did you work with terrible ones, or were they okay?
I work with some pretty good attorneys.
Really? So you seem pretty good.
Pretty
She wouldn't
good
go like
ones.
all in, like, oh, they were great. She was like,
I didn't
oh,
work
they
for the
were
bad
pretty
ones.
good. I mean, I can't think of anything worse than having to work for a bunch of lawyers.
Really?
I guess I shouldn't say that because I'm a lawyer, right? I mean, I know you can't tell based on my attire.
You look like one of the guys. There you go.
And what kind of PI, or was it PI work you were doing?
PI.
Okay. Personal injury.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about personal injury, AlliMac, because I know that you were involved with, representing some doctors' offices and things like that. What is that part of your life?
I did business-to-business marketing, so I would connect the chiropractic offices with the attorney's offices so they can start doing referrals back and forth. So I'm kind of like a matchmaker. So so people kind of tag me as one. So, and I also do events 3 times a year, in which I bring personal injury offices together to form referral sources, to network, and to just have that kind of camaraderie with each other, meet each other, and stuff like that.
So here's what we're going to do, Mick, on this show. 4 segments, right? So it's an hour-long program every day, Monday through Thursday. So the first segment, we're going to just talk. You and I are pretty good at BSing together, obviously. We've been doing this show for a long time. And then we're going to do something called, we think we're going to call it Just In Case You Missed It News.
Nice.
Right? Is that what we said?
Just in case.
So she's going to have news stories for the first segment. And then we'll bring the guest on. I think the guest should sit here. What do you think?
It's more comfortable.
Oh yeah? You're not very comfy in that chair,
I'm
huh?
fine. I can sit on the floor if you need
A lot of houses saved. A lot of houses
In fact,
saved.
I'm more comfortable on the floor sometimes.
A lot of houses saved and debt wiped out from that chair, Mick.
I'll bet.
A lot.
This is the hot seat.
That's right.
Okay.
Maybe our guest should be sitting in one of the hot seats.
Whatever you guys think.
I can just
Look,
lay down right there and just comfortable.
I'm just going to sit here and look pretty, and you two can decide those things.
Now that's a job.
There you go.
It's very hard for me to do. You know what's funny is I actually shaved today, which is very rare for the show, and then end up in a hat and sweaty t-shirt.
Aw.
I got issues.
So now,
man.
is that gonna be an everyday thing?
Who knows, man? You know, maybe we'll start something. I don't know.
Surprise us.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll wear like really tight T-shirts. You guys would like that, right?
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, I thought you would, Mick. Brianna put her thumbs up. Let me
Tight
guess.
t-shirts Tuesday.
There you go. TTT.
Let's start a trend.
All right, then we'll go to segment 2, right? So in segment 2, we're going to interview the guests. We'll talk to the guests, see what's up in their life. You know, I like to sort of cut through the BS and sort of get to the real heart of the matter, especially with politicians normally. And then in segment 3, we're going to play like some kind of game with the guests, kind of like closest to the pen type of thing, but we don't really know what it is yet. So any ideas, by all means, share.
Yeah,
Do you have any game ideas, Mick?
What's in your pocket? Seriously.
Okay.
That would set them. Well, okay, you ask. Okay, so what's in your pocket? Do you have a paperclip? Do you have a picture of your dog? Something stupid.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then if it's a
It's-
woman, what's in your purse? Because we know we have everything in our purse, like
Exactly.
everything but the kitchen sink probably. So
Exactly.
That's scary though. I don't want to play what's in your
Well,
purse.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we'll just do what's in your pocket. But what if they're wearing a dress if it's
exactly,
a
I
woman?
don't have pockets. So
Yeah.
what's in my purse? Name something.
Yeah.
I'll see if I have it in my
It's not a
purse.
bad game. Listen, if you're listening and you have any game ideas, like quiz type shows, or I like what's in your pocket too.
Yeah, that's
Give me
pretty
some
good.
ideas because I really don't know.
You had a little baby hoop in here. You can have shoot.
That's a
back.
good idea too.
And or a golf green.
Oh, I like that.
That's a pretty good idea. Maybe we need to get a basketball hoop.
Yeah.
Write
Somewhere
that down.
here.
Rack that one.
Okay.
Brianna?
You wouldn't work.
No?
No
Why?
basketball.
You wouldn't work.
Huh?
You wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, I just play ball all day in my office. I'm fine with that. No problem.
Well, hit it in the hoop and then you win a prize before you leave.
All right, Mick, so what do you think? Every single day. Now, this is extending your day. Mick is the absolute face and voice of Bud 94.1. We all know that. And I think this has to be great for the station, too. We're able to talk to people every day together. But what do you think? This is extending your day. You okay with this?
I'm good with it.
Yeah?
I'm good with it.
All
It
right.
still beats working.
That's right, right?
I mean, come on, you're on radio. How easy could that be?
We have some good stuff coming up, too. I know AlliMac has a big event coming up we'll talk about on the other side of this break. My name is Justin Clark. You are listening to the very first edition of the daily radio show, Behind the Law. Be right back, Bud 94.1.
You don't have that energy that you
I
have.
know, 'cause I don't know what I'm doing, but like this and this.
You're worried about other stuff. Yeah, that's the problem.
No, we'll get it. But this is a practice show, ladies and gentlemen, anyway, so if we really suck, don't worry about it.
There's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow.
To suck. Right?
We wanted to
To suck.
underwhelm you today, so you thought we did a good program. Maybe
Low
tomorrow.
expectations.
Yeah.
That's a good
Low
idea.
expectations.
I like
Hello,
that.
I'm Justin.
Spelled with a J.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready to go? I'm trying to get this timer thing working too.
Are you setting it to go 12 minutes?
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Did we make it?
We did.
You
Right,
did. It
12.
was like
Oh, we
right
did?
at 12.
Yeah.
Relax.
Nice.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the show. My name is Justin Clark. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Behind the Law. This is a daily radio show. I have AlliMac with me, Orlando radio legend. Mick Dolan is here as well. The beautiful Brianna. Is that right? Brianna is here.
Brianna.
321-282-1055 www.youhavepower.com. We're doing the show now in my office. We've created a little studio right here in my office, which it seems okay.
Cozy.
I'm getting a little
Well, we get a
thrown off.
chance. We see you in action.
Yeah.
We see you as you are.
I'm getting a little thrown off because I'm getting emails coming up and I'm like looking at them. So I might have to have some kind of rule where I have to shut the email down when we're doing the show. What do you think? Should I do that?
That's a pretty good idea.
Probably.
It's hard enough doing a show
It takes.
and pushing the buttons back here.
Yeah,
That's
but-
how dedicated you are.
I know.
Multitasking.
Unbelievable. Biggest pet peeves, AlliMac.
Biggest pet peeves. when my husband doesn't leave the toilet down.
Oh.
That's so
I'm
cliche.
sorry,
Oh.
in the middle of the night, I don't want to fall in.
Yeah.
Well, it's
The light is closed.
Mick Dolan pet peeves.
Sorry.
You had anything?
Toll roads.
Toll roads.
Toll roads.
What are,
Down with toll roads.
I know that this whole Big Dig thing, Big Dig was in Boston. What do they call this thing? Orlando Ultimate or
The
something?
I-4 Ultimate.
The I-4 Ultimate. They are adding toll roads essentially, right? That you
Yeah.
can take the toll roads when it's trafficy.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there's free lanes too. Now I say, okay, build all the toll roads you want, put some free lanes in for the rest of us poor slows. You know? I mean, come on. It takes.
That's called the
think
back
of-
roads.
Think about this. Think about this. I mean, I live on the southwest
Yeah.
or southeast side of town, Conway area. To go out to say, past to Bithlow, I'm like, there's a couple of bucks one way.
That's right. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, come on. And if you're going.
Because I included everyone, and then you will respond to me, just me directly, on an email that very obviously should have been going to the entire team. Right? I mean,
Sorry.
hit reply all, dude.
Yeah.
And then another one for
We have
me.
to tell them that.
No, you should just know, man.
What if somebody wants to send you a private message as
Yeah.
far as they just want
That's fine.
you?
That's no problem. I'm perfectly okay with that. But when you send a message that clearly was meant for everyone, but you only send it to me. And then also, it's when people say, "My cup of coffee." So, think about this. Say you're watching House Hunters on TV, right? You know that show?
Mm-hmm.
Every single time, no matter what, every house they go into, they always see 3 homes, or at least that's what they show you on the show. And every single one, they walk out on the deck, and they will say, I was like, here it comes. Ooh, I can see myself sitting out here having my cup of coffee. I'm like, your cup of coffee? What do you mean your cup of coffee? Like,
Specially made for her.
if they go outside and say, oh, I can see myself having a glass of wine, okay, but why is it my cup of coffee? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It drives me nuts.
Should be bottled, not glass.
So,
My bottle.
I think those are my 2 biggest pet peeves, I would say. So what else are we going to do on the show, AlliMac? What else do you want to do? What else do you want to accomplish? 5 days a week, I guess we're going to be doing the show.
I like giving our listeners, viewers,
Yeah.
information,
Uh-huh.
legal information, other information. I myself want to have a mechanic company come, because I'm a woman and I have some issues that are happening with my car, and I want to make sure that I'm getting the best, deal,
Advice, yeah.
the best advice. So I think that's something that our listeners should, if they have any information, if they have any type of business that they want to hear from, they want us to ask those questions, I think that's kind of what we should do, because we love our listeners, our viewers, and giving them information. We become
That's
more
what
of a
that's
station.
what we're here for.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this show is all about, really. It's about having people on here to really give us the behind the law, or the behind the scenes version of what's going on. I think a mechanic is a great example.
Oh,
Mechanic. Okay, so we take our car to your shop and you plug it in. Well, what really happens after that? I mean, how do you
Exactly.
determine how much to
They
charge
charge us
me?
like $175 for what? Just to give us a kind of, I mean, we would love restaurants. We were also discussing that, because we would love to, test the food and make sure that, it's up to par and
And this
all
time
that.
of the day, we're all hungry, so.
Exactly,
How
so.
about a plumber, too? Plumbers should be noted.
Oh,
That
no
would be
doubt.
good, too.
Plumber, electricians, all those guys. So,
Just
it-
Handyman.
handyman, yeah.
So, it's really a show all about helping the consumer. I mean, that's really what we're here for. 321-282-1055. I believe we actually have a mechanic lined up. Do we not, Brianna? Yeah, I thought so.
Great.
What about plumber? Any plumbers listening today? If you're a plumber,
Yeah.
email
Absolutely.
Brianna at, give me that email again, behindthelawradio@gmail.com. Because clearly we can't afford our own domain email addresses around here.
Yeah, but
We could have called it behindthelaw@youhavepower.com maybe, no? Well, I mean, while we're at it, might as well just go with an AOL account. Right? Do they still sell those?
Sure.
Really?
AOL.
Well, they don't sell them.
Well, you can still sign
get
up for one.
Yeah.
Do you remember the live accounts? That's like going way back.
That was like MySpace days?
I think so.
Live?
MySpace, there you go.
Live.com?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you have a MySpace? Joe?
No, man, I missed it. I only started on Facebook like a year ago. I didn't do any of that. I thought it was for losers.
Mick,
Really?
did you have MySpace?
Yes.
Look at
I
you.
still have a MySpace.
Oh,
I think
yeah?
it's still-
Very cool.
I mean, I never type. I don't
Mike,
know.
I gotta get with you. I'm gonna
All right, okay.
spruce up your MySpace.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Do you guys see the end of Facebook coming soon or no? What do you
I don't
think?
think so.
Nah,
Nah.
they'll find a way. They're too big now to go away. You know, if they'll just morph into something else if it gets down to that, I think.
So
But
you
you still need a connection there.
Yeah.
So that's a great way to connect.
Orlando radio legend Mick Dolan he's been on the radio for many, many years. When did it really become crystal clear to you that as a radio personality you had to interact with fans through other ways than just on the air?
Probably, gosh, probably 10, 15 years ago. I was working at LOQ, WLOQ, the smooth jazz station. It's gone away.
That was the one that was privately owned, I think, and they
Right.
sold it for a nice little chunk of money,
They did.
right?
And turned it into Spanish.
Is it still Spanish?
Oh no, it's the Wolf. I'm sorry, it's the Wolf. Yeah.
Yay!
And it's ironic because when I was working at LOQ, they kept the same offices. I'm still at that office, well, just different desk, but I worked there.
So, well, LOQ was in the building where you guys are now?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
same
know that.
place. It was-
Ah, okay. I got
So
you.
when the Hispanic folks came in, they took over the office, and then the Wolf took it over from them.
What kind of events does Bud 94.1 have coming up? Any idea?
We got nothing. Well, there's the Not Taco 5K run, which is next month, and that's a bunch of nonsense. But
It's
But
the
it's a
only
bit-
5K that you gain weight.
yeah, that's right, and you certainly don't have to. It's not
Where are they
anywhere
doing
close.
that? Around Orlando
Yeah,
or
I
in
think it's called Ryder
a
Park.
park?
Ryder Park.
Where's that?
It is in Longwood. I
Longwood.
believe. Yeah, they've just renovated the park, so it's going to be pretty cool.
Nice.
But and there's Guitarmageddon.
What is that?
Guitarmageddon
Yeah?
is the 17th, and that's Friday, and it's like local guitarists, hotshot guitarists on one stage.
Huh.
It's over at the Haven, so
The
it's
Haven
not really.
downtown or is
The
it?
Haven is
down-
over in Winter Park, Forsyth near Lowell.
Oh, I gotta live vicariously through you because I don't go out like that like you do.
It makes you young.
We're gonna be best friends.
Okay.
I know it.
I got you. We can learn from each other.
There you go.
Right,
There you go.
So another thing we might want to do is take the show on the road sometimes. Do you think we can pull that off, Mick?
With faces made for radio.
Because she has this big mixer thing coming. When is that?
October 25th.
Tell me about this again.
October 25th, we're doing the mixer at Lions Pride in downtown Orlando. And my last event, I had over 400 people, personal injury offices. So I was, looking forward
Well, we gotta be
to
there.
us
do it.
broadcasting live from there. So
Oh.
taking the show on the road.
I think we probably just need to get like a table and maybe a table cover with our name on it or something.
Maybe some
take this
seats
thing
to-
out there.
to
A step
interview
and
some
repeat.
guests.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Plenty of time to think.
I'll dress better than
It's
I
in
did today.
October, right? It's October.
October 25th.
Have you ever been to one of those, Brianna?
Brianna.
What is it? How does
Wasn't
it?
there a Fleetwood Mac song? No, that was
Put an accent at it. Is your name?
Let's figure something out. How am I going to remember to pronounce her name properly? Is there Brianna? What does that rhyme with?
Just call her Bree.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Hot mic.
call her Lady B.
Go ahead.
Because he knows it doesn't like to be called Bree.
Oh,
That's why.
well,
I
there's
could have
a
told
good
you
reason.
that.
That's the best reason.
Just call me B. I
B?
Say that.
I can call you
You
B?
just call me B.
Okay. Brianna.
Justin.
What?
You can't remember.
I don't know why I struggle with it, Mick. In my head, it's always been Brianna,
Well,
but
yeah.
it's Brianna.
Rihanna.
All right. B? What's up, B? How are you
JC.
today? How are you?
Great. How are you?
Well, it's a little strange doing a radio show in the office, but hey, we're getting used
You
to
pulled
it.
it off.
Yeah, we're
That's a
definitely.
great card there.
What? Yeah, you know where I bought this? At home or something like that. It's called.
Oh, I like at home.
Yeah, I was like, look,
Is
I
that
need
then off of
Lake
East
Mary.
Lake Mary.
Maybe
yeah.
there's another one. The one I went to is in Lake Mary.
There's a massive one in Lake Mary.
It's huge. It's a pretty cool store.
What's it like?
The older I get, the more of a loser I become.
What is it like?
Great pillow section.
It's like a super-sized TJ Maxx. No, there's no clothes. It's all.
like home. Is it?
Home goods, like
Yeah.
a kind of
Yeah.
homey.
It's like Home Goods, but it's cooler, right? Bigger and cheaper.
Has
And
everything.
you know what other store is awesome? Hobby Lobby.
Oh, I love that one.
Oh,
Stop
have you ever
it.
been there, Mick?
Ruben,
No.
Hobby Lobby's
Mhm.
it's my jam.
Sorry.
For anything. You can build one of these in Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
Build it.
When I think of Hobby Lobby, I think of beads. I mean, that's just me.
Love it.
Beads.
Oh my gosh. 321-282-1055. My name is Justin Clark. That is AlliMac. He is Orlando radio legend Mick Dolan. The beautiful Brianna is
Whoa.
here as well. B.
Wow.
Thanks for being here. We got another half hour ahead. 321-282-1055. Justin Clark on Bud 94.1.
Sweet.
All right.
11 minutes and 50 seconds. You're killing
I got this
it.
timer thing down though. This is easier than I thought.
No, it's really great.
You know, what else am I going to do?
You're doing
Just
good.
standing- I'm sitting around
I'm
talking.
telling you, and aren't these chairs comfy?
Yeah, they
Last
are.
time I was here in a meeting with Brianna, and I was like,
God, settle in for the- This has
brought my
my name on
blankie.
it. This has my name on it,
I
right?
love it though.
Right? What is that hat? Core?
It's my title company.
Oh, okay.
This is my jet bag.
How many companies you have?
We got a couple.
Really?
We got a few. I got cramps too.
Okay.
Justin
Okay.
Clark Enterprises.
Stretch.
Yeah,
I see
really.
you have the poses.
Yeah, there are people.
You all right there, basketball player? He's even got his tights on. Jeez, look at that.
He's serious. He's serious.
It is.
Are you having Charlie horses?
Right here, both.
Oh,
Drink water.
Yeah.
Drink water. Speaking of, can I?
Yeah.
Bathroom has
Can I-
got to be.
If anybody's gonna go get water, can somebody get me one?
What? No.
Uh,
Can you ask Christy for a water for Allie on your way back, man?
okay.
Thank
What would that
you.
be?
And that'll be right back out through that front door there, sir. You're amazing. That was really nice. Yeah, there's a lot of people engaged. People have gotten like, really good. I can't see him do that, thank God.
You're not covering me.
Only on Instagram. It's gonna go away. It's on a story. It's on a story. It goes away in 24 hours. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Don't worry.
Oh, you gotta stretch it. You gotta stretch it. You gotta do something like this.
You gotta do something.
Don't Charlie horse.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Yeah,
Do some squats, Justin. Do some squats. Do some squats on the camera. Do squats. It's fine. It's fine.
How many people did we get engaging as far as like for the contest? Because I had a couple people.
I think we had eight total
Both right
between
here.
everyone's Facebook and Instagram.
Well, we're waiting on someone anyway.
So apparently we actually have to write everything backwards on the side.
So I was with the people up front.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the Kiki dance.
Hmm?
Just FYI. You know the Kiki dance?
No
You know?
idea. What is it?
I'm going.
Brianna, you know the Kiki dance, right?
Yeah.
It's a song from Drake.
Oh, see,
So
yeah,
he's
no.
doing this kind of dance that kind of everybody's just doing this
Hi, guys.
challenge and stuff.
We speaking his name, giving him free commercial.
Oh.
I'm not buying your album. I'm saying your name online.
I think we should all.
How's your car?
I think we should all do it.
On the show.
Yeah.
Let us know
Kiki
what you
dance,
think,
everyone. I think that would be good for all of us to do the Kiki dance.
people. By all of her, all of them, the three of them, and whatever guest is on the show. That's all we have.
I think that
Got
would be
bad
cool.
cramps.
Did you drink water?
Yeah. So,
You're such an athlete.
yeah.
You need to stretch before.
You're such an athlete.
You need to stretch.
He's such an athlete.
When I was in Boston, you know how they have like a bunch of stairs and this. So I'm gonna tell you, 2 days later, my muscles that have never been worked before hurt so
They were
bad.
hurting?
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Who's meeting with that?
Mike Reese,
Yeah.
is Wayne still with someone?
Yes.
Will you see if Brandon can talk to him first?
What
So
is it for?
he's a social security attorney. We want to refer social security cases to.
Okay. Oh, he's gone.
Okay.
He like left.
Maybe he should talk to Ali as well.
Okay.
And let Wayne know he's here too.
Got a little battery, Allie?
It's fine. It's video. As long as I'm gonna get a little bit of a segment. He's posted.
Looks really good on camera.
It's probably not video or anything.
one of those, remember I spoke to you like one of those buttons where it's like wah wah,
What?
like this. Sound effects. No.
Yeah, well,
Thank you, Brianna.
it connects to the computer and the software, which so it will have that sort of thing, yeah. How do I do it? I have no idea.
Thanks, Sharon. Appreciate you allowing me to like that's what we have to do. Wow. Oh, wow. Thanks.
What else can we talk about? I don't know. Any thoughts?
So we are still alive,
I
for
know.
one. But I believe that we could talk about.
I was talking about, doing voter registrations, registering to vote.
I think
on
it's
the
too late.
elections that are coming up.
Well, it's too late for the primaries.
And
Yeah,
is it too
primaries
late?
are the
Go to
28th.
November.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm working the voting machines that day too,
You are?
so I will not be available
No problem.
on the 28th.
All right, let's go. Welcome back to the show. My name is Justin Clark. Another half hour with you ahead of the new Behind the Law with Justin Clark and AlliMac. Don't worry, Orlando radio legend Mick Dolan is still here with us as well. We wasn't going to let you go anywhere, pal.
They were worried.
Yeah, of course they were. So how are things over at Bud 94.1, by the way? I mean, great station.
Too good to be true,
Right?
honestly. I
And
mean, we're living the dream.
are you starting to feel the audience grow?
Absolutely.
And, I mean, you can tell. And it's one of these things where anytime you start a new business, it takes a while before people come. Like if I were to go start a law firm in Knoxville, Tennessee, which I did recently, it takes some time before they really have seen you and know about you and will call you. It's the same thing with radio. You started a radio station from scratch, essentially.
Exactly.
And we're what, almost 10 months in, 11 months in?
Well, actually, they hired me a year ago this month, later in the month.
So maybe
So I've been there almost a year.
about a year. Because when they hired you, it was not even on the air yet, I don't think, or just
It,
going.
it had just gone on, and there was no live announcement, there was
Right.
nothing, no announcement, but, so I'm the guy.
How are you?
Pretty scary thought, actually, when you think about it.
How are you doing technologically now?
Well, yeah,
Learning?
I still have a rotary dial cell phone, if that's what you mean.
Wow, old school,
No,
like it.
I'm getting it, it's slowly, but, and Justin, back in the day, the equipment there, we got all kinds of different stuff. And it would help if somebody knew how to use all that stuff.
Absolutely.
But we're getting there.
So who's the most technologically savvy person at this station? Would you say Bill?
Well, yeah, Bill, the engineer, of
Mhm.
course. We need to get him over here.
I know. That way the buzzing in my ear might go away sometime,
Well,
right?
Maybe that's your ear, though.
Have
This is bad.
you been able to make Bill laugh yet?
Yes,
How many times?
just once.
Yeah, I try every time. I'm like, hey man, how are you? Good to see you.
Well,
And it's
he'd
hard
make a
to-
good Santa Claus. He's
Absolutely.
He really is a jolly old man.
Yeah.
But seriously, he's a good
Is
guy.
it hard to crack a smile from him? Is that
A
what?
little bit, yeah.
I've
He's
had
serious.
meetings like that. I've had people like that, but that's a challenge to me.
Yeah, you gotta break the
You have
ice,
to.
make them feel comfortable.
How many nights a week typically are you out at events for the station?
Not as often as
No?
it might seem.
Yeah.
Well, I had the weekend off, I went over to the Green Parrot, saw a band, a friend of the station.
Green Parrot, where's that?
Castleberry, 436, near Oxford, Fern Park,
Okay.
that
Do you
area.
know the Green Parrot? I think I've been there actually.
Yeah,
If you're heading south 436, it's on the left.
yeah,
I've been there. I had a meeting there once.
just
you ever been
past
there?
Oxford.
I've never been there.
You had a meeting there?
Yeah.
Well, that was a good one.
I mean, yeah. It was certainly.
So they served alcohol, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the only kind of meeting I like.
That's right. That softens up the client, so he can, listen a little closer.
What about you, AlliMac? I mean, you're in sales essentially. How many meetings are you in? Like a lunch or a happy hour every day almost, or what? How do you live your life?
Meetings after meetings today, it was just ridiculous. So yeah, meetings in the morning. I do a little bit of work from my office, and then back-to-back meetings. But it's kind of nice to meet with different people, get their opinions on marketing and personal injury and all that. So you build that camaraderie with the people that you work with, the referral sources that you want. So I think it's all. I just had a meeting today with a business owner, and the biggest thing that I was telling him is, you just don't want to market. You want to build that relationship.
That's
So-
what it is, you're right, relationships.
You can't have a relationship with a person in 45 minutes. So my meetings normally last more than 45 minutes because it's that comfort level, that relationship that you have to build with them. So I was telling him, asking him as far as like how many people does your marketer see a day? Not just see a day, but how many meetings are actually fruitful from that? He says, his marketer sees 18 people a day, meetings a day, but in actuality, the meetings that are the longer meetings, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hour meetings, those are the ones that, because you build up the relationship with them, those are the ones that are going to amount to something.
Right.
So, and he was just completely, he's like, you're right. I was like, you're right. So, I spend my days a lot with talking with business owners,
Do you have meetings about the meetings?
I have meetings about the meetings, but not in the same meeting.
Okay, good.
I have to have another meeting for
She's
that.
good, folks, she's good, I'm telling you.
What percentage of these meetings take place at the Citrus Club?
Now, because I'm a member, I was at the Citrus Club today, 2 different meetings.
Really?
That's the one downtown.
The one downtown.
And so, let's say that you're the member of the club, right? So you invite people who are not members, right?
Mhm.
So you have an account. It's like a country club. You know what I mean? You have an account and they charge you at the end of the month. What is the appropriate thing to do? Do they pay for their own stuff or do you pay for it?
Sometimes if they request a meeting, they just say, no, I got it.
Mhm.
If I request a meeting, I'm definitely treating you, it's on me. So sometimes, it's just, we fight for the bill, but, sometimes you get the alligator arms.
And at the end of the month,
No, I
does
can't
your
see.
husband see the bill for Citrus Club?
He does.
And what does he? Is it like frustrating or no?
I don't know if it's, he does meetings there too.
Oh,
But it's kind of like when you see the bill, because when you're over there and they just give you the, to sign, you're like, I'll have a couple more drinks.
So
But at
you-
the end, of course, like, we just got our bill, my husband's like, what? I'm like, babe, you did like,
Are the prices reasonable over there?
If
or is
you're
it
a
just the
member,
atmosphere?
the atmosphere is nice. There's a lot of different business owners from every industry. And if you're a member, you get a really good discount on the food, the beverages, or, you pay full price, but the wait staff is really good. I like the ambiance. I go and work up there.
That's
So-
been around a long time.
so let me ask you this question. Let's say you go there for dinner, right? And you have a New York strip steak that at a regular restaurant would be $30. What do you pay there as a member?
So a aged ribeye is about $50-something
Okay.
there, and I pay 50%.
Is everything 50% if you're a member?
If you're a member, just the food.
Right. That's what I mean. Not the
Mhm.
booze, but the food.
They have a great buffet Mondays for members of $6. So I was just eating away.
Sure. Buffets are good.
It was delicious. They had pork loins. So the chef is fantastic over there.
So we're gonna have to do our show.
I
I'm
think
gonna
so.
tell
Yeah,
you.
we'll have to do a remote over there as well. Maybe we can get you some free
Well,
steak or
now,
something.
who was that guy that was on the air a while back with
Who?
us? The big wheeler dealer, the downtown guy that had the podcast.
Ted. He
Ted.
does a show from there. That's
Yeah,
Ted
okay.
Bogert, the Ted
Yeah.
Show. He sure does. He does it from there every day.
Every day.
So that's his regular venue.
Yeah, and they actually really like it because apparently the Citrus Club signs up a lot of people from him
Oh.
bringing guests
Oh,
on.
he's a
He has a
ball of
reserved
fire.
table
Yeah.
there, best
He is.
lighting,
Yeah.
everything. We'll have him on our show.
Yeah, we did one
Yeah.
kind of joint show. He did the TED Show on this radio show.
I remember.
Remember? Yeah,
That.
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that. That was pretty cool.
I
But
can't
Ted-
remember. Something
Ted is-
happened, but something technologically didn't go well.
That's the mover and the shaker.
Yeah, Ted.
Yes.
Something else.
Ted knows everybody.
Yeah. He has a compilation of people there. His shows are pretty good. And now he's doing mobile shows too.
He's out at various
Oh
places.
yeah.
What is your kids are grown now, Mick Dolan. What is
Grown in age only.
But you're home, not having to make dinner for kids and things. What's your normal routine dinner wise? You cook?
I don't. Yeah, I do cook.
Yeah?
Actually, I made a nice pork roast. Actually, it's a beef roast. Roast beef.
Nice.
Man, it was great. I got lucky.
So 7 nights in a week, how many nights will you cook?
3 or 4.
And then the other nights will you stop at like
Leftovers.
Chick-fil-A? Oh yeah.
Leftovers. Yeah, that's the only way to go. And leftovers are good. Come
Yeah,
on.
of course.
If it was worth eating the first time, it's worth eating. the
It
second.
tastes better the next day.
And you
Honestly.
pack-
Some of it does,
Right?
yeah.
You pack a lunch for work?
Yep.
Every day?
Yep.
I like to do
Couple
that
of slices
sometimes.
of pizza a day left over. There you go.
From where?
Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza's
Only the
better.
lasagna.
Lasagna.
I think it's better day 2, right? Isn't that right?
Delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or a sandwich.
What about you, AlliMac? I mean, you're home, kind of like empty nesting it, I believe. What is you and your husband's take on a normal, like, I'm in the grind, Tuesday night grind dinner? What do you guys do?
Grubhub. Call
Dude,
out.
we order Uber Eats like every day. It's unbelievable.
So I work late, my husband works late, so a lot of times we don't have time to cook.
There's no time.
So we order out a lot. We also tried Blue Apron, which the meals cook in about 25 minutes. It comes pre-made and it's
Does that
it's
really work?
The food is amazing.
Really?
I found that I was cooking with ingredients that I've never cooked with before and I didn't know how to cook with them, but they give you a step-by-step and Blue Apron was really good for me. So right now because our companies are just so demanding in time that sometimes we maybe
don't have
cook like
time.
once a week.
Yeah.
And, sad, but you know.
He's an engineer? No.
He's an architect.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always wondered what architects do. Because I mean, we all know architects like design buildings, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is it like more of a commercial thing, or like if someone wants to build a house, they go to him?
No, he does commercial buildings. He does hotels right now. So there's different types of architects. You can become a designer where it's you do engineering. You can actually design the building. You can design the structure of the inside. So there's many different types of architects, so to speak, where not every architect actually designs the facade of the building.
You know, we did a lot of foreclosure work, obviously, back in the day when the crisis hit here in Central Florida, and I mean, everyone was hit. I had so many architect clients because there was simply no work. I mean, 2008, 9, 10,
Yeah.
the architects got wrecked too because there
Oh,
was just
yeah.
no building going on. I mean, I can't tell you how many architects we represented through that terrible time, but it seems to me like it's booming again, right? I mean, the architect world.
Well, for a while there was a decline in architects, so the demand right now, because the market went down, not a lot of people were going to school to become an architect. So there's a gap in people that are already seasoned, have their license and all that. So, right now there is that gap, but architecture is actually booming now, but it's more of
You've got to have somebody who
supply
design
and
the
demand.
buildings.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on.
Exactly.
And there's a bunch of buildings going on.
Oh my gosh.
Well, now, are architects all artists as well?
They're
In their own way?
They're very, they have an eye for things. They can, like, I'm not this kind of person where my husband will design something, say, oh babe, let's buy this couch with this and this. I'm not a visual person, I can't put everything together, but he puts it in here and he sees it and I'm like, I don't
You
see
have
that.
that
And I'm
vision.
like, I'm gonna trust you on it.
Right.
So, but yeah, he's just this artsy fartsy person and.
We've got a winner to announce for the 4 tickets to Monster Jam. So if you put your name in, stick around. One more segment ahead. Justin Clark with you on Bud 94.1.
And my younger son he has artistic talents. He can do people, draw people, and he's also a drummer.
Very cool.
Now, you know what he's doing? He's working at Freshfield Farms as a checkout guy. It's
Wow.
like, Trevor, what are you doing? And he's 26. He needs to be. He just is tentative. He doesn't. I don't think he thinks he's good enough, but he is good enough.
Well, that's talent. Not everybody can
No, I
have
know.
that
And
talent.
the worst thing is talent unused.
All right, one more segment. So you guys have the winner?
Yes.
Who wants to
Ali
do the
Parent
announcement?
Dufett. Brianna, do
AlliMac?
you want to? All right, that's me.
All right. One more segment. Welcome back to the show. My name is Justin Clark. The phone number, 321-282-1055. Plenty of information on the website, www.youhavepower.com. This is now a daily radio show on Bud 94.1. You can also watch live on any social media platform at ATTY Justin Clark. I've got Orlando radio legend Mick Dolan here with me. I've got AlliMac here with me. The beautiful Brianna is here as well. So, we played a little game, to try to give away 4 tickets to Monster Jam. Everyone raves about this event, by the way. I've never been. I gotta go check it out sometime.
Monster Jam.
You know what? Can we just pretend like we gave them away and I'll just take them? Or nah, that's being
I submitted
deceitful.
my name.
Yeah, you're a
too.
lawyer.
That's-
You can't.
That's being deceitful,
You
isn't
gotta
it?
I hope I
obey the
win.
law.
I think we should give them away. Thank you guys for reaching out, by the way, and putting your name in the hat for this. AlliMac, who's the winner?
Our winner is Ali Parent Dufett.
Sweet. Congrats. How do they pick up their prize?
Well, they can come to this station and pick up the prize, and we're located.
500 Winderley Place,
Good job.
Suite 100,
Good job.
Maitland, Florida.
How do you know this?
It was
I
on your
don't know.
GPS.
Yes, it was.
The
That-
GPS.
That's my GPS.
That's right. So you can just reach out to us. We'll figure out how to get them over to you. You can always pick them up here at the station, which is actually in the law firm now.
WJUS.
So you have to pardon us. This is our first ever show. We created a little studio in my office because we're going to do the show daily. I simply don't have time to go to the station, So we are. This is sort of a test run show for us. So thanks for sticking with us. And you can watch the show Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Central Florida's 27 WRDQ. Watch it live on Facebook. Any past show on Facebook as well at ATTY Justin Clark, and of course on our favorite radio station, Bud 94.1, and that is Mick Dolan's baby over there, Mick.
You got it.
He is the face and the voice
That's a scary thought.
of Bud 94.1.
The face and the.
Have you guys been doing any remotes over there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Well, whenever we can.
Yeah.
It was a light week though. I mean, had a little chance to catch up.
So when you do the remote, you actually will talk on the radio from the remote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got it's called a Comrex.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get one.
We will. They're like $3,000,
Are they?
$5,000. I bet I can get a used one.
Yeah.
If anyone has a used Comrex, I need it.
Yeah.
That way we can take the show
If
on the road
anybody
for
knows
real.
what a
That'd be
Comrex
cool.
is, that's another thing.
Yeah, that's the only way you can do the show live is by the Comrex. So, and I also, I'm glad that we have all 4 of us here because I imagine since we're doing a daily show, there are going to be times where you've got to be out, or you've got to be out, or I've got to be out. So the show must go on, right?
Wait a minute, you can't be out.
I know.
I know, you can't.
Man.
I'm going to have to teach someone to push these buttons over here.
Oh,
I think you can do it. No?
Oh boy.
What do you think?
It's a responsibility though.
I know.
I've got the weight of behind the law on my shoulders. That'd be scary.
And you got to remember to do the timer as well, which I didn't do this segment, of course.
Well, we're winging it.
Justin, our
Unbelievable.
winner, reached out to
I'm
us at
3
the
for
Monster
4.
Jam, so.
Oh, nice, good. I hope you have a great
Yeah,
time.
so
You can take
excited.
me.
And
Take me to Monster
and
Jam.
there he is. Oh, wait a minute.
If you need somebody to go with you, we got, 3 people here.
I'm already going.
Yeah, special thanks to Monster Jam for giving those to us. And
Definitely.
I can't believe we're doing a daily show. And you remember when I walked in the office that day and said, "Look, I think we want to do the show every day." And here we are.
And I'm going,
Yeah, right. He's not going to do it.
sure he is.
He's not going to do it.
But he did.
I've never been to Guitar Center in my life until the last few days buying all this equipment. I've been there 4 times.
Did they tell you, maybe how to play an instrument?
No, they told me not to touch the equipment.
Some people in the store can't touch
But my
anything.
daughter was with me. She was jamming away on the drums
Was
for
she?
sure. Oh yeah,
Really?
she loved it. And then she wanted to buy a ukulele
Sophia?
for like $400. I had to say
Sophia
no.
would be a drummer.
Yeah, rock hard.
Bang the drums, man. Bang the drums.
So I came real close to buying a ukulele for her. I don't really know what a ukulele is, but she does, I guess, from her videos or something. And it was like $400. Grateful Dead. I was like, I don't know if we want to go that route yet.
No.
You're only 6.
Ukuleles?
I don't remember the Grateful Dead and good. I love the Dead. Don't get me wrong, but it makes me think of maybe drugs and things, right?
Hippie days.
Yeah.
The good old days. Back when your hair was long. Was that ever happening?
How do you feel about documentaries,
I like them.
AlliMac?
I do too. I like history.
You learn something.
I love documentaries. I'm obsessed with them. I mean, it's very hard for me to watch anything but a documentary, it seems. Do you watch a lot of movies?
Yeah.
AlliMac?
Netflix.
A lot.
Me too. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a good one.
What?
I saw, well, let's see, which one was the best? I'm trying to think. We actually saw a bunch of good ones. I saw another Jurassic Park that I hadn't seen. I don't remember which one.
Who knows? It's all the same.
They all got big
Dinosaurs rolling
big
around.
teeth.
Yeah.
Everybody dies. But it was good.
Any good movies for you this weekend? Oh, you were out of town. You were in Boston.
We were, yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, we were out having a good time, so there was a period of a couple hours where we were just in the hotel.
Yeah.
So the Divergent series, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
us,
yeah.
yeah.
Have either of you cut the cord yet?
No. Yeah.
Like no cable?
Oh my God, no. No, don't get me started
have
on the
cable?
Fire Stick, no.
It's too
I
expensive.
mean, Firefly.
Complicated.
I mean, I know if you're watching, you can't see this, but my TV up there, that's DirecTV Now. You see, I still have the DirecTV
Alright.
box, but I canceled DirecTV and I have DirecTV Now. You just plug the Fire Stick in, it's perfect.
What do you mean?
$30 a month.
DirecTV Now?
Yeah, it's like
What's the
it's a
difference?
streaming service.
Oh,
So it's just DirecTV, but it's streaming. So when it rains, it doesn't go out either because it's an online thing.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Commercials?
And it's
and all?
$30.
Yeah,
Is it-
See, look, that's the guide. I mean, it's pretty cool.
what's the difference?
Nice.
I mean, it just feels a little different.
In
'cause you-
viewing it, you don't notice
It-
it.
No,
feels
it's
different.
just the regular old thing. I mean, I don't know.
Justin, do you sling?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
You didn't get my joke.
Sling, like sling box, right? Is that what you're saying?
Have you ever seen a commercial where
You got it right, Brant.
when a couple invites?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like
We
to
are
sing?
right here. We are right here, Mick.
I have.
It
And
was
now-
brilliant.
yeah.
I
gotta
asked
say.
my husband if he wanted to,
Sling.
switch to sling, and he goes, "Excuse me."
That's funny.
You know, Justin, this is a show about the law.
I know.
We haven't even talked about your father.
You know, if we're going to do a daily show, I don't think anyone wants to hear me rap about the law all day, every day. You know what I mean? And today was a get to know each other day anyway.
True.
That's why, that's why I dressed up for you.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's terrible.
Yeah, they
I
had
can't
on.
do this. I know.
Well, at least you shaved.
I did shave, but then I proceeded to go play basketball and not shower. It's never good.
You can't smell on TV.
Yeah.
Or radio.
All right, so do we know who we're having